So I started cross-dressing way back in kindergarten. Now I'm not saying that to boast or anything like that, but it's just a fact of life for me. Back then I remember that I was 100% certain that there was nobody else in the world who was engaging in the same type of activity. I was the only one and I felt special for it. Later on it turned out that I was far from being the only one. There are many people out there engaging in the same kind of activity, cross-dressing, and many of them do it much, much better than I. So, yeah, I mean, that was something I had to deal with growing up and learning that not only was I not the only cross-dresser, I wasn't even the best one out there. So the other day I found out that as much as 50% of men may cross-dress or may have cross-dressed. Well, wait, what? Nah, that is impossible. That can't really happen. That would mean nothing less than that around half of all men are cross-dressers, and that is just not happening. Yet that is exactly what a 2011 transgender radio post floats. Now, I still have my reservations about this thing. Now, regardless, the claims of the post are shaky for a multitude of reasons as far as I'm concerned. I'm just not ready to accept that around half of all men cross-dressed. That's not happening. And why do I say that? Well, first of all, this 2011 transgender radio post no longer exists. Now, if you ask Grok or ChatGPT, they'll probably reference you this post, but there is no link to it. It no longer exists. And therefore, I mean, there's a little bit of a doubt in my mind whether this claim has ever been made by anybody. But certainly there are traces of it online. Secondly, even the same post admits that there is no scientific backing behind these claims, or admitted while it was online, because it no longer is, as I mentioned. The same post seems to cite around 5 to 6% of men as cross-dressers, which is a little bit more believable, but I still think that that is still on a little bit overly generous in this regard. Now, more reliable, more science-rooted studies do claim that around 3% of all men cross-dress. I personally believe that around 1% of us do this, which is still a lot if you think about it globally. Another reason why I do not believe this claim is that even the study admits that it counts even causal and experimental cross-dressing as such. So if you ever dressed up for a school play or for Halloween and put on a pair of tights or something, then you're probably considered a cross-dresser according to this sort of approach, which I'm just not ready to accept. Causal and experimental cross-dressing is not cross-dressing in my book. So what is the deal? Well, the deal is that we just don't know. I mean, there are all sorts of studies out there floating around, quoting numbers from 5 to 6% all the way up to 10%, which I'm absolutely not ready to accept. I personally believe that this number is closer to around 1%, but obviously I have no science to back that up. It's just a personal hunch. Now, another problem I have with all of this is that there is no scientifically laid out, clear definition of what constitutes cross-dressing. So what I'm doing right now is definitely that, but is it cross-dressing when you put on a costume or a wig for Halloween, for instance, or an office party? And if so, I mean, I personally say that is not cross-dressing, it's just fooling around. But yeah, there is no scientific definition. Nobody has ever defined what it means to cross-dress. Now, I personally would define cross-dressing as something that you do that has a profound emotional and psychological impact on your life, on its quality. It helps you relax, it makes you feel better, and it fulfills the sort of needs to express yourself authentically through your femininity. So that's what I would propose as the definition of cross-dressing. Now, what do you think? What do you believe? What percentage of men globally do you think cross-dress? And just remember that if you seem to run into cross-dressers like myself online all the time, that doesn't mean that there are many of us running around. Like global 1% is still many, many people. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think? How frequent is cross-dressing among men? And what do you believe to constitute, to comprise cross-dressing? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments about these things. And thank you so much for watching this video. This is a shorter one, but yeah, I do believe that it sort of provides a little bit of food for thought. And if so, do not hesitate to engage with me through the comment section, and please like the video, subscribe to my channel, share my video, and let your friends know that you know, there's this quirky crossdresser online who discusses such issues now and then. And yeah, well, check me out on other forms of social media as well. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and I'm even on TikTok. So until next time, guys, hasta luego.